Welcome back to Birds of a Feather. This is your daily Baltimore sports podcast. My name is Nathan Stroud, and we've got a lot of stuff to go over today regarding the Baltimore Orioles, where they played their Game 3, the third and final game of this three-game series against the Astros. We do play them next week, next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but in this particular road three-game series in Houston, the Orioles just finished that last game a few hours ago, where the Orioles went out there and got a big 12-0 win over the Astros. They went out there and absolutely demolished the Astros from beginning to end. And today was also a very special day for the Orioles because it was Samuel Basallo's Major League debut. I made an episode this morning talking about how he got called up. I made an emergency episode this morning talking about how he got called up to the big leagues and kind of the impact that he was going to make on this team. And he did go out there today and make a hell of an impact for the Orioles. And not only did he get his first base hit today for the Orioles, but he also got his first RBI as well. Samuel Basallo in this game, in his debut, went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. It was a 2 RBI single in the, I think it was the 8th inning where the 2 RBI single happened. But prior to that happening, Basallo actually got on base twice in this game because in his first at bat as a major league player, he did get hit by a pitch, and then his second at bat, it was a line out. Then I think it was a little pop up, and then he actually got robbed of a home run in this game by Jesus Sanchez. Earlier in the game, Jesus Sanchez, at the beginning of the game, he robbed a Gunnar Henderson grand slam in this game, but he also robbed Samuel Basallo's, at the time, it was his first major league hit, and still his first major league home run. And Samuel Basallo, if he hit the home run, it would have been a 3-run homer for his first hit and home run and RBI of his career. But unfortunately, he did not get the home run. He did not get a home run in this game. Obviously, this is literally just the first game, so there's still plenty of time for that to happen. But Basallo, the next time he came up to bat, had bases loaded in the 8th inning, and he got a 2 RBI single for his first base hit and first RBI of his big league career. It came on the first hit. So shout out to Basallo. He looked great in this game, even though he didn't have like some multi-hit game or he didn't hit a home run. He technically did clear the fences for a home run, but it just got robbed on a great play by Jesus Sanchez. So that at bat, obviously you're not going to complain about that at bat. We hit it over the fence. It just got robbed. So still Basallo, great looking there. But he did not strike out in today's game as well. There was a line out. He got hit by a pitch. There was, a line out. There was a pop-up. And obviously the missed home run or the robbed home run. And then obviously he got the two-run single in this game. So overall, very solid day by Basallo. Very, very solid day by Basallo. He didn't really get overpowered at all in this game. He didn't strike out. He looked very comfortable in his at-bats. He looked very good. And you could tell that this guy is going to be someone who's going to be a beast for the Orioles for many years to come. Same thing with Dylan Beavers. He went out there today and actually got a base hit in this game. So that is now back-to-back games with a base hit for Dylan Beavers in his major league career in the first 2 games of his career that he's played. And Beavers also gone on from a walk. He also got his first major league walk in this game as well. And I know I'm kind of nitpicking certain statistics about guys Dylan Beavers got his first walk, but again, this is the Orioles' number 3 prospect. He was someone that we were all very excited for, and he got on base twice in this game. He looked very solid. Again, someone who's patient with their at-bats. Put together some really good at-bats today, Dylan Beavers did. Got on base from a single and a walk as well, so got on base twice. Basallo did good. He did good. But those are just the obviously the 2 rookies that we're watching right now. Well, they're not even technically rookies yet because that's next year, the whole service manipulation thing and all that. But there's a lot of other Orioles in this game that also played amazing. Guys like Jackson Holliday, guys like Jeremiah Jackson. And Jeremiah Jackson has been excellent for the Orioles since we called him up. He's someone who has been playing a very good left or right field. And then also Jordan Westbrook in this game went out there and had one of the best games of his big league career. So let's just get into this game. So going over this Orioles and Astros game, obviously the Orioles win this game 12-0 over the Astros, and the Orioles record is sitting at 57-67 on the year. And before we go over this box score, I do just want to say one thing real quick about this Orioles team. Yes, I understand that this team is 10 games below 500. I understand the record, is what it is right now. But Jordan Westburg, after this game, had a very, very good response to what they were saying about kind of his mentality going for the rest of the season, and that's to win games. He wants to play winning baseball. He said that if he wants the front office to make a move this offseason to go get someone big or to make winning moves, they have to prove that they're going to be a winning baseball team. And this lineup that the Orioles went out there with today is the best lineup and the most exciting lineup that I've seen in a very, very long time. It's everything you want to see. It's all your young guys. It's all your young players all playing together. All of the homegrown Orioles players playing together. Jackson, Jordan, Gunnar, Adley, Colton, Basallo, Beavers, Kobe Mayo, Jeremiah Jackson. All of these guys are homegrown Orioles and guys that you just really wanted to see all play together. And here it is. Today it happened, and a team and an offense that we have been waiting to see. Seeing guys like, again, as I named, Jackson Holliday, Jordan Westburg, Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, Colton Cowser, Samuel Basallo, Kobe Mayo, Dylan Beavers, Jeremiah Jackson. That lineup right there, maybe not Jeremiah Jackson, maybe replace Jeremiah Jackson for Tyler O'Neill if you want like the most ideal lineup, but I'm not going to disrespect Jeremiah Jackson because he's been playing incredible, so I'm not even going to say that about him. But this lineup is what we've been waiting to see, and they went out there today and got 14 base hits, scored 12 runs on 14 hits. They hit a home run, went 7 for 14 with runners in scoring position, and left 7 guys on base. An absolute offensive masterclass day for the first time that this Orioles lineup has been the way that it is, with Beavers and Basallo and Mayo and Holiday and all of these young guys playing. In the first game that this lineup happened, they went out there and absolutely rolled the Houston Astros. Jackson Holliday was great. There was 3 different Orioles in this game that had multiple hits that we'll go over in just 1 second. But overall, it was a very, very solid game for the Orioles offense, obviously scoring 12 runs. It was a massacre for the Baltimore Orioles to the Houston Astros. And the pitching today was also excellent. We haven't even mentioned what Dean Kramer did today. He went out there and had his best start of the season, got through 7 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 walk, 0 runs, and had 7 strikeouts across 7 innings. 7 innings, 0 runs, 114 pitch count across those 7 innings. His ERA is now below a 4, and he is putting together some really nice outings for the Orioles. And Dean Kramer's had some very nice outings in general for the Orioles this year, and he's been looking great recently, so shout out to Dean Kramer. But going over this offense, Jackson Holliday in this game was one of 3 players with multiple hits. Jackson Holliday went 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored, an RBI, and 2 walks. So he really did it all today for the Orioles. Jordan Westburg, and he 100% had the best day. Him and Dean Kramer were the 2 best Orioles today. Jordan Westburg went out there today, went 4 for 5 with 2 runs scored, 5 RBIs, including a 3-run homer. That was the only home run hit in this game in general, and Jordan Westburg hit a 3-run home run for the Orioles. Had 5 RBIs as well, which tied his career high. 4 hits on the day. Jordan Westburg looked elite, looked like the Jordan Westburg that we know and love, and looked like the player that we know that he is. Dylan Carlson came into this game as a pinch hitter. He didn't do anything, didn't even have an at-bat. Gunnar Henderson in this game went 0 for 2 with a run scored and 2 walks, and also had 2 RBIs. Luis Vasquez came in as a pinch hitter, didn't even get an at-bat. Adley Rutschman went 1 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Colton Cowser went 1 for 5. He is officially back as well, that we talked about this morning. Colton Cowser's back. He got a hit in this game, went 1 for 5. And then Samuel Basallo batting 6th today for the Baltimore Orioles. The debut that we've all been waiting on, the most anticipated debut really since Jackson Holliday last year. But Samuel Basallo went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Didn't strike out, and also hit a home run that got robbed by Jesus Sanchez. So his day could have looked a hell of a lot better than it already was. But Basallo, in his first MLB game, goes out there, gets his first hit, and his first 2 RBIs of his big league career. Very similar to Dylan Beavers yesterday. Dylan Beavers in his debut yesterday got his first base hit, which was a double. Samuel Basallo in his first game gets his first base hit as well. So shout out to Basallo, shout out to Beavers. They both, at least in their first showing as an Orioles, they've been playing great. And then, so Samuel Basallo, again, played great. We talked about a lot earlier in this episode how good he played. Even though the stat line didn't look incredible, he still had a hit and 2 RBIs in his first game. His family was there. It was a really cool moment. And I just really cannot wait to see what Basallo is going to be doing moving forward throughout this Orioles team. One thing I will say is I do not know what we're going to be doing with Mountcastle. I don't know if we're going to because I'm going to be honest, guys, I think Basallo should play every day, whether that's backup catcher, whether that's, first baseman, whether that's DH. He needs to play every single day. Same thing with Dylan Beavers. And, the organization's going to have to find a way to get everyone to play. But this lineup today is what I want to see a lot. Obviously, they went out there and showed out, scored 12 runs, but this is the lineup that I want to see a lot this year and also a lot next season as well. This is like the peak lineup that we can make for the Baltimore Orioles and who's on the team right now. And then Kobe Mayo came in this game. He was playing first base. He went 1 for 5 with a run scored. Dylan Beavers in this game, in his second career game in the major leagues, he went out there and got another base hit. Yesterday in his debut got a double. Today went out there and got a single. Dylan Beavers went 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored and a walk. So both times that he got on base, he did score runs off of them. So shout out to him. And then Jeremiah Jackson, who went out there today and went 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored and had 3 singles. Jeremiah Jackson's been playing great when he's gotten the opportunity to out in left or right field. So shout out to Jeremiah Jackson for being a beast so far this year for the Orioles since we called him up. But going over to the pitching, we talked about the pitching a lot earlier already, but Dean Kramer gets his 9th win of the season. He's 9-9 on the year, 7 innings, 0 runs, only gave up 3 hits and a walk with 7 strikeouts. He was him. He was amazing today. Shout out to Dean Kramer. 114 pitches, which is his career high. He's below a 4 ERA. And him and Trevor Rogers have really been like the 2 best pitchers for the Orioles this year. And also, speaking of Oriole pitchers, Kyle Bradish is going to be coming back within probably the next week and a half or so. So we're going to be getting our other great pitcher back. So for the rest of the year, it's going to be really like a big 3 of Rogers, Bradish, and Kramer, and then also you have like Povich and Brandon Young mixed in there as well. But we'll see what the pitching looks like next year. Obviously, I think that we're going to have to do a lot of things regarding the bullpen revamping and also maybe adding some more starting pitchers in the back end or in the front as well. But Grant Wolfram came in, he was perfect. Corbin Martin came in, he was perfect. But overall, again, the pitching was great because we gave up 0 runs in this game. The Orioles gave up 0 runs. They had their second shutout of the series. They won the first game 7-0. They lost yesterday on that walk-off 5-4, and then they won today 12-0. Absolute domination in the 2 wins in the series by the Orioles, shutting out the Astros in 2 of 3 games in this series. So shout out to them. The Orioles obviously win this series over the Astros 2-1, and then they play them again next week in a 4-game series, which is obviously going to be a lot harder to win because you got to take 3 out of 4 instead of 2 out of 3. But overall, and you couldn't ask for a better day for the Baltimore Orioles. They went out there, they won 12-0. The offense was absolutely elite. Jordan Westbrook was amazing. Basallo got his first base hit and his first pair of RBIs. Dylan Beavers scored 2 runs today and also got on base twice. Overall, an excellent day. Dean Kramer went out there and was excellent. So overall, these past couple of weeks for the Orioles, while they might not have been winning every single game, there is a lot of hope that is being shown throughout this team, calling up Beavers, calling up Basallo, seeing the starting pitching performances really start to be a lot better, and overall things are looking up for Birdland, and the momentum might start to be shifting heading in, the rest of this regular season, and then obviously heading into next season in 2026. But thank you guys so much for tuning into and listening to this episode of Birds of a Feather. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe on YouTube and follow up on Spotify. And again, make sure to like the video as well on YouTube. Also, make sure to follow the Twitter and follow the Instagram. On Instagram, I post updates every single time an episode is uploaded. And then on Twitter, I post live updates to any sort of Orioles and Ravens news. Obviously, Ravens news is a little bit dry other than preseason stuff right now. But the season does start actually 3 weeks from today. 21 days until the Ravens season opener. So that is going to be a ton of fun. And I cannot wait for that. Also, tomorrow, the Orioles do play tomorrow in Boston against the Red Sox. It's a 2-game series. series, so tomorrow and Tuesday. Then they're off Wednesday, and then back at it again, back home in Baltimore for this weekend series starting on Thursday. So that's going to be a ton of fun. Tomorrow is Trevor Rogers Day, so sometime tomorrow night we will go over and talk about how the game went. Hopefully the Orioles can get a win tomorrow, keep this momentum going, and hopefully Trevor Rogers can continue to be the beast that he's been all year. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You have a great day. Go O's, go Ravens, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out.